Hi! We're reading the story. We're on page 126. And let's see here. Boaz had just sent Ruth on her way with 6 measures of barley. Okay. Now, when Ruth came to her mother-in-law Naomi, Naomi asked, "How did it go, my daughter?" Then she told her everything that Boaz had done and added that he gave me these 6 measures of barley, saying, "Don't go back to your mother-in-law empty-handed." Then Naomi said, "Wait, my daughter, until you find out what happens, for the man will not rest until the matter is settled today." I like that he settled the matter as soon as possible.
He wasn't like, "Let's settle this next week."
Yeah, kind of like leave it because he knows it's important for her. Meanwhile, Boaz went up to the town gate and sat down there just as the guardian redeemer he had mentioned came along. Probably not a coincidence. Boaz said, "Come over here, my friend, and sit down." So he went over and sat down. Boaz took 10 of the elders of the town and said, "Sit here," and they did so. So we have here that Boaz just happens, which I don't think it just happened, that he went to the gate and that guy just happened to be walking by at the exact same time. I think the Lord's timing is perfect. But also consider how he asked the elders to come sit here, and they did. The elders of the town. That must mean he's well respected. Then he said to the guardian redeemer, notice they don't give his name, "Naomi, who has come back from Moab, is selling the piece of land that belonged to our relative Elimelech." So it's both their relatives. But this other guy has the opportunity to be the guardian redeemer first. "I thought I should bring the matter to your attention and suggest that you buy it in the presence of these seated here and in the presence of the elders of my people. If you will redeem it, do so, but if you will not, tell me so I will know, for no one has the right to do it except you, and I am next in line." "I will redeem it," he said. Then Boaz said, "On the day you buy the land from Naomi, you will also acquire Ruth the Moabite." It says the dead man's widow. I forgot her husband's name.
The dead man's widow?
Yeah, I was going to use his name, but I forgot what was her.
Elimelech.
No, Elimelech was Naomi's husband. Ruth's husband was named something else. Mahlon or Kilion. I'm not sure which one was who. Okay. In order to maintain the name of Elimelech with Ruth's ex-husband with his property. I don't like calling him the dead. The name of the dead with his property. At this, the guardian redeemer said, "Then I cannot redeem it, because I might endanger my own estate. You redeem it yourself. I cannot do it." Now, in earlier times in Israel, for the redemption and transfer of property to become final, one party would take off a sandal and give it to the other, and this was the method of legalizing transactions in Israel. I guess it's like, you can't say that you didn't say it because, see, I have your sandal and you're missing one. But then that leads to, like, what if somebody just decides to run up on you and grab your sandal? You know what I mean? And say, like, "You said it, see, I have your sandal." And you're like, "No, I didn't say it. You just grabbed my sandal off my foot."
But dude, you have to be like this.
So the guardian redeemer said to Boaz, "Buy it yourself." And he removed his sandal. Then Boaz announced to the elders and all the people, so now all the people are going to know, "Today you are witnesses that I have bought from Naomi all the property of Elimelech, Kilion, and Mahlon. I have also acquired Ruth the Moabite, Mahlon's widow." Okay, so there it is right there. His name was Mahlon. "As my wife, in order to maintain the name of the dead with his property, so that his name will not disappear from among his family or from his hometown. Today you are witnesses." So, unfortunately, what do you kind of hear about the women?
They're acquiring it.
Yes, they're being acquired, which is kind of like...
Oh, and you get a bonus with your land.
It's kind of like their property.
Yeah.
They're looked down upon a bit.
Not that I'm laughing at that.
Then the elders and all the people at the gate said, We are witnesses. May the Lord make the woman who is coming into your home like Rachel and Leah, who together built up the family of Israel. I don't know if I would say make them like Rachel and Leah, because Rachel and Leah were in conflict a lot.
This is Rachel and Leah.
Who's here? Rachel and Leah.
This is Jacob's wives.
Jacob's wives that were in conflict because he had more than one wife, which you're not supposed to do.
I was just thinking if it said how they peacefully built up.
Through the offspring the Lord gives you by this young woman, may your family be like that of Perez, whom Tamar bore to Judah. So Perez is in the line of Jesus. And he was also a twin.
Of who?
What was Perez's twin's name? Perez and...
I haven't even heard of Perez.
I forgot. And then Jacob was also a twin.
You mean like Jacob and Esau?
Yes. So Boaz took Ruth, and she became his wife, and the Lord enabled her to conceive. So I like that part, because it's the Lord who did it. And she gave birth to a son. And the women said to Naomi, "Praise be to the Lord, who this day has not left you without a guardian redeemer." It's like the family is being redeemed, because now she can continue on her family. May he become famous throughout Israel. He will renew your life and sustain you in your old age. For your daughter-in-law, who loves you and who is better to you than 7 sons, has given him birth. Then Naomi took the child in her arms and cared for him. And the women living there said, "Naomi has a son," and they named him Obed. And Obed became the father of Jesse, who became the father of David. Within Ruth's story, we catch a glimpse of an amazing tale that's yet to come, the life of her great-grandson David, the renowned shepherd king. But much will take place before David's golden reign. A godly priest and a prophet of Israel will first become an important player in this drama. Samuel was himself a child miraculously born out of struggle and promise. After being recognized by the people as the Lord's prophet, Samuel's first order of business was to call the people back to God and subdue the Philistines. Then he had the task of finding a king, and it seemed that nothing was happening easily for God's people, but all that happened was a part of his plan. Okay, so we're going to stop there. We'll pick back up on 129. We're going to start chapter 10. We're going to start it with the birth of Samuel of Hannah. Okay, bye.